Have you ever wondered what it would be like to climb a huge mountain? Think about it. What type of obstacles would you overcome? What type of person would you become along the journey? Well, grab your backpack and get ready, because today we're going to have a battle inspection of Celeste. I'm Charles Stokes, and welcome back to Battlebudz. We help gamers become their best through connection, competition, and support. Now back to Celeste. Celeste wasn't made by some giant game company. It was actually made by a small company called Maddie Makes Games. And Maddie Makes Games actually created another fun game that I really loved back in like 2013-14 called Towerfall Ascension. Or Towerfall is what it's really called. I happily paid the DLC for that game, not only for its fun gameplay, but also for its soundtrack. Even the story is pretty good too. And you can see that type of design flow back over into Celeste. The conception of Celeste actually happened at a game jam. A game jam is an event where participants try to make a video game from scratch. This event normally takes 1 to 4 days, and depending on the types of games, they either work independently or in teams. In Maddie and Noel's case, they worked as a team and they created Celeste Classic, which was originally named Everest, but was retroactively titled Celeste Classic after the success of Celeste. After the game jam, Thorson and Barry wanted additional development time and fewer restrictions on Celeste. So they put together a development team and went to work. That team included Maddie Thorson herself, who came up with the story and helped design most of the levels, Noel Barry, who was the lead programmer to make sure that everything actually worked, that the character can jump, dash, climb, and do the right things you wanted her to, and finally, the music. The music was done by Lena Rain. The music was so good. The music changed based on what was happening on the screen. Sometimes it was calm, sometimes it was exciting, sometimes it was just downright chill. So much so that the soundtrack has been streamed 4 million times on Spotify and purchased 6,000 times by the end of 2018. Celeste is a platformer. A platformer is a subgenre of action video games where the primary objective is to maneuver a character across a series of platforms and obstacles. Now, the gameplay of a platformer is basically broken down to these fundamental features: jumping and traversal, platform-based levels, complex timing and challenges, collectibles and power-ups, combat, story and 2D or 3D presentation. If you'd like me to have a deeper dive on platforms, let me know in the comments below. I think the coolest thing about Celeste is that it's challenging but fair. You will fail again and again and again. And while that distinct sound of defeat could send some people through a wall, the restart sound sucks you back in, almost like encouraging you along to not give up. So, when it comes to reflex timing and challenges, yeah, it checks that box very well. True to its platformer roots, you can collect hidden strawberries and unlock even harder levels called B-sides and C-sides. So, collectibles and power-ups, we're in there. Now, for those who are just here for the story and not here for the challenge, there is an assist mode to make it easier, allowing the story to be accessed by a wide range of people. Speaking of the story, let's get to the characters. When it comes to characters, we have 6 main characters and a couple minor characters. Obviously, the main protagonist being Madeline. We have Theo, we have Badeline, we have Granny, Mr. Oshiro, and Bird. And yes, that is his name, Bird. The minor characters including Alex, Carlos, green-haired person, and Mom. Now, when it comes to this story, they wanted it to be more introspective than Towerfall and were inspired by Studio Ghibli films such as Spirited Away. And most of the inspiration for this story came during development when Thorson reached a breaking point where she was dealing with depression and anxiety, and it became too severe to be ignored. And instead of running away from those feelings, she decided to embrace them and explore them. Even though it may seem like it, during the writing of the story, the team did not consult mental health professionals. Instead, they wrote about their own experiences, making the story personable and relatable. And I really enjoy that because that's one of the main pillars I think gaming stands on is connection. You have nothing unless I can connect with you through this interactive medium we call gaming. I felt that immediately when I first played this game in 2018. It was so relatable that I stayed up all night to play it because I wanted to understand how she got through. What was next? Do we defeat Battlebudz? Does Granny laugh in my face again? Do I see Crow again? Well, his name is Bird, but you know what I'm talking about. And I'm so happy that the team decided to push this game back to make sure the story was done justice. And the story is strong from the beginning all the way through the 8 main chapters of this game, including the DLC called Farewell. Cementing the fact that the story is really a big part of this game, even though jumping around and the controls are also very engaging and simple. The characters that she meets along the way, the things she learns when she reaches the summit, all those things make for a great game. Everybody has their own Celeste Mountain that they're dealing with in their life. And just like Madeline, we meet people along the way that become our community. And speaking of communities, the Celeste community is pretty strong and active. There are a lot of ways to connect with this game outside of just buying the game. The Celeste community is awesome and welcoming. There are a lot of ways to join and have fun. One of those ways is playing together online. There's a mod called CelesteNet. CelesteNet lets you play with friends online. You just need to install the mod, go to the options in game, and connect. You can even chat and play custom maps people have made. But keep in mind, there are strict rules, and you must follow them if you do not want to get banned. Join the official Celeste Discord, where fans talk about the game, share tips, and organize fun events. You also can go on Reddit and other forum places like that, where there's active Celeste communities. And if you wanted a little bit of competition, try speedrunning. Some players like to race through the game as fast as possible, and others like making up their own levels using mods. You can watch speedrunners online or even try making your own custom map. And of course, you can support the game by purchasing Celeste, or in an easier way, tell your friends about it. Share the moments with your favorite people. Let your parents play it. Make fan art. By doing so, you realize that Celeste is more than just a game. It's a big group of people who help and encourage each other, just like Madeline learns to do in her adventures. And that is what it's really all about. So if you ever feel like things are tough, just remember, Madeline and her climb up Celeste Mountain. With a little help and a lot of heart, you can do a lot of amazing things, one jump at a time. Now that's our battle inspection of Celeste. Now, let me know in those comments. Have you beaten Celeste? How many times have you died? How many strawberries have you gotten? That's the real one. If you've gotten a lot of strawberries, I'd like to know. And so will the community of Battlebudz. So go in those comment sections. Let us know what you've thought about this game. Let us know what you thought about the battle inspection. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of these. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to compete, connect, and support. I'll see you.